Alright, welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today what I have here for you today is another Gotham Knights video, and we're going to be taking a look inside a video posted by IGN First, talking to some of the people from the studio that makes Gotham Knights about some of the costumes that you'll be able to get in the game and from the pre-order, if you pre-ordered the game. And they'll talk about how pretty much just, I guess, I don't know, just the reason why they chose the designs they went with, and kind of how they started to where we get to see these pictures that kind of show up. It's interesting, but it's also kind of a little disappointing because we're only a couple months away from what do you call it? The release. We're just a few months away from the release of the game, and we're looking at drawn up pictures of things. And I mean, they are pretty cool looking. They're very interesting, kind of vibrant, and kind of well, I guess kind of far out there, some of these designs I've seen, but it'd be a lot better if we could see an actual rendition on an actual in-game model opposed to just pictures, because some of these models, they have like a very specific body type, and it seems curious to what it'd look like plastered over the model itself, especially with quite some of these ones that seem very big and kind of bulky looking. It's very interesting. I forget what some of these are called, but there's like Night Ops, which are like heavy, big armor plated suits, and you have like Shinobi styles, which are probably the most busy, I guess. I wouldn't say complicated, but very busy looking costumes. And so it's very important to see what that would look like plastered over someone as big as Red Hood or as small as Robin. I do like some of these though, like the year one designs for some of these characters look pretty cool. I'm not too big a fan of the Shinobi thing. The Night Ops looks alright. The DLC ones is probably the ones I was mostly curious about, because the Beyond styles are very strange. They're very far out there. But mainly the Jim Lee ones are the ones that I wanted to see the most, because they're, they're classic. They're very classic looking costumes, and they look pretty good. But it would have been a lot better to see them plastered over a model opposed to just seeing chalked up designs. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. Just wanted to put my little thoughts out here in the front, and so I'll restart the video and you can watch the rest of it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new or coming back all the time. It's free, and don't forget to share the video. Sharing is always the most important. Until next time.
Gotham Knights will include a lot of superhero suits for your characters to wear, and we're about to show you the designs for 28 of them. From suits inspired by classic cartoons, to a set designed by a bona fide comic book legend. Developer WB Montreal has drawn from DC's rich history, but created some truly new ideas for how Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing and Red Hood could look in their take on the Batman universe. As part of IGN First, we spoke to the suits creators about the unusual way they were designed, how they'll work in game, how they can be customized, and more. First, it's important to realise that Gotham Knights makes a distinction between gear, which is equipment you earn that purely changes your stats, and suit styles, the cosmetic look of your character that also come with stat boosts. We're showing off suit styles here, and the key to the philosophy here is that while elements of them can be customised, you can't mix and match between different suits.
Player expression for us is very important. but we wanted to make sure that we could harness that in a way that allowed for a degree of clarity and unity to the look of all of these different suits and suit styles.
We wanted the liberty to make suit styles that were different from one another enough that they all had their own really strong personality. And to do that, we wanted to make sure that you always looked cool. You didn't want to end up with a Red Hood that like looks kind of sketchy because you made bad fashion choices. Red Hood is supposed to be always cool.
There will be 11 different suit style sets in Gotham Knights at launch, making up 44 individual suits in total. In order to get as many varied and eye-catching designs as possible, the character art team looked far beyond their studio walls for inspiration.
We knew we wanted to create this wide range of suit styles with a lot of distinct looks. So I think we took an approach that was pretty unique to this project. We started with our internal team, but we also searched for a bunch of artists that would have styles that kind of synced up with what we were looking for. Basically looked on the internet, various websites, various people's portfolios, various social medias, and then we ended up having artists from Germany, France, Korea, Japan, US, all contributing to generating ideas for these suit styles.
That was very exciting for us because several of those different suit styles were happening at the same time. So we will get a work in progress update from one artist, say from Germany, and then the next day we'll get something from Korea, for instance. So for us, it was really interesting to see each artist's personal taste and their take on the suit styles that we chose for them. For instance, like the Beyond one, like the artist, his portfolio is already looking somewhat like easily, I would say 70% close to what we were looking for. So that gave us a sort of like the initial confidence.
And I feel like you get awesome results when you ask someone for their own kind of personal style a little bit. You tend to get like more passion, more it flows better for them, I think.
Designing the suit styles for Gotham Knights was a true collaborative effort, with DC of course having its own input. This relationship apparently wasn't a restrictive one though, but one that encouraged experimentation.
I mean, working with DC on these suit styles, I mean, it's a partnership for sure, and it starts in the early stages of the character designs. We share very early sketches with them, get kind of a buy-in, like, this is the direction we're heading. What do you think? Are you cool with this overall direction? Yeah, it was a fantastic relationship. Like most of the time, we were encouraged to explore how would this look on my desk. Was something they were imagining, or we heard more than once. If we all agreed, we all want this as a collectible sitting on my desk, then we were moving forward.
While every suit style's overall design is somewhat fixed, each one comes with customizable elements, further letting the player tinker with the look of their chosen hero.
Our decision was, when we make a suit style, we will let you customize parts as we design. We will let you apply colorways because we know where they go on each individual suit. And we will let you swap suit styles, but we don't mix parts from one suit style to another because it would end up with very strange overlapping parts. And we just wanted to make sure that we could always provide a high quality.
Within each suit style, we have 4 elements that are customizable: the cowl, the logo, gauntlets, and boots, plus the colorway.
So for example, you might like a minimalist version of the mask because you want to see the character and you think the character should have their face exposed or be able to see their hair or be able to see their eyes. There may be a version of the cowl that gives you more of the kind of the scary white slit eyes, right? Or you might want to have a version that completely covers the face and gives you a much kind of more intimidating visage as you're building your character up into this kind of new Dark Knight.
I know that when I craft a blueprint that says year 1 suit style on it, that's what it's going to look like. Now, if I decide later on that I would like to continue to look like that, even though I have a new suit blueprint from a different style, and it's cool and I love all the stats, but I don't like it as much as my year 1 suit style appearance, I can actually transmog over top of that suit style. They're sort of thematically connected to the story as you play, and you keep getting blueprints dropped to you by completing crimes and unlocking different beats of the story. As you get that stuff and as you decide what to craft, every different suit has a suit style. You can choose what you like the most. You can choose what stats you like the most. And occasionally, if you're like, I really want to override the look of that suit, you can use a transmog to apply it.
Transmogs are changes to your appearance that don't affect stats. One of these comes courtesy of one of the artists most synonymous with the world of Batman, Jim Lee.
Getting those first sketches back, like really rough idea sketches, you know, from Jim Lee. Like it's pretty cool to see someone's process that's at that stage, like in their career and stuff like that. And
it's not often you get the opportunity to see something like at a very rough stage at the beginning of the process, and also those suits are so classic. At that point we explore all the different range of suits, and we know this one is really a callback. It's a lot of players going to be really loving these.
Jim Lee even got a glimpse of the team's original designs, a real pinch me moment for the team.
It feels good.
Anecdotally, we've heard a few like that it's looking good, that he likes it. He's seen a few of our character concepts, I know.
Colorways are that extra layer on top that really allow for your hero to stand apart from the rest. They range vastly in the amount they differ from each knight's classic colors as well.
The majority of our colorways are familiar to the brand, or ones that you kind of expect, or tweaks of them, or maybe different versions we've seen in comics or other media. And then we'll have a section of these colorways that is kind of a muted set, so maybe some blacked out ones or grays and whites. And then we have a small section which is the unexpected ones. These are ones that are pushing the envelope.
Yeah, they're definitely out there. There are a few of them. Sometimes I play the build and like, these are colorful combinations. Yeah.
But surprisingly, like these are the ones I always see people playing with. People are loving the ability to put on these like crazy colorways.
Offers a lot of choices, right?
A red hood that isn't exactly red may raise a few eyebrows, but that's the point. Gotham Knights encourages you to change up the designs of your knights to find your own favourites amongst the plethora of options available. Everyone will find a specific suit style that speaks to them when the game launches on October 25th. As for the character art team, they have theirs already.
I'm gonna go with Night Ops Red Hood, I think. Something about it appeals to me.
I love that set. The entire set is so unique because it's from like one artist from Germany, and he's great. We love his work, and that set was just like one of those fresh take. Because you remember when they come in, and they remember, okay, there's something really nice about them, something special.
It was early too.
For me, man, this is tough.
You got to pick one of the ones you did.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick the Red Hood version of Shinobi.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because it's so different, and it's just striking from a design point of view, and I love it for that.
Solid choice.
Thank you.
If you want to see these suit styles in full detail, make sure to head to IGN.com, where we have a slideshow gallery with each one. And for more from Gotham Knights, check out the opening 16 minutes of gameplay, and make sure to stick with IGN for more exclusive content throughout August.